Oh, he didn't sell it to you?
No, he sold it to Dave.
Oh, okay. He sold it to somebody. He went there with the purpose of selling it to you, from what he told me. And I knew he sold it not for what he thought he was going to get, because he found out that the belt wasn't real.
Right.
And do you know? I mean, we won't mention his name here, but do you know who Cornette got the belt from in a deal that I negotiated?
No, but I can guess.
And got no commission out of it, by the way.
Well, that's very un-Bolin like. No
Yes, it is.
Well, I made the sad mistake of trusting this guy. And believe it or not, we're still friends. But no, I didn't get a penny from anybody. Not from Cornette. Not from. I almost said his name. That would have sucked. Probably for me, he'd probably drive up here and settle up with me. What is your favorite podcast that you've ever? You can't do that with my dog. What is your favorite podcast you've ever done? Your favorite, and you don't really do guests that much, do you?
No, we never do guests.
Never. That's kind of your policy, right?
Yeah, no guests. And it's almost like the old Candido, no gimmicks needed. Well, ours is no guests needed.
No guests needed. Well, there's many of my fans that don't like me to have guests, but there's just as many that love for me to have the guests. So I try to mix it up. We're going to make the Bowling Alley primarily the guest show. And then this is going to be the call-in show. But now they're wanting me to have a specific topic. Well, we don't know what to talk about. Give us a topic. So I guess I'm going to have to give that a shot in the near future. So you might be the first and only guest on this particular show.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you.
That's something to do. That's something to
hang your hat on.
So what is the motivation of collecting all these belts? What was the first belt you got? And what's the last belt you got? Because you got quite a few of them back there.
The first one was the big gold belt, which I guess is, it's the best one. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was told by Dave Milliken once I got it, he said, it's all downhill from here.
Well, that's a shame to start out at the top, but I guess that happens from time to time.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the first one, the most recent one I got.
Okay.
The NWA United States belt, the one that Tully held and Magnum held and Wahoo and who else? Roddy Piper and Greg Valentine.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was like 10 pounds of silver. Yeah. So I just got that one yesterday. Last week I got the Macho Man WrestleMania 3 Intercontinental.
Oh wow, I'm jealous of that.
That is cool.
I'll have a new one here this weekend. I'm chasing because I just redid my studio and I'm trying to fill it up. So I've got like a boxing. This side, I got 2 boxing belts. I feel like I'm a meteorologist. I got 2 boxing belts.
I couldn't be one.
Belt, and I want to get rid of those out of here. Not rid of them, just put them back downstairs in my little man cave area.
Right.
All up with ring used belts. So I'm just trying to fill the shelves. Got a couple little holes, but I'm hopeful that by WrestleMania I'll be full and good to go, and it'll look cool.
Well, your place looks like $1 million compared to this is just my den / podcast area. There's nothing to brag about here. The only things I have kept from my wrestling career is that briefcase that hit about every big star that you can name that ever came through OVW, from Brock Lesnar to Batista. I really gave Batista a good whack with it. And John Cena, when I turned on Cena, that was the briefcase that we hit him with. And that crown you might recognize, that is not the crown I started with. The one I started with in 99 is off to the right. That's some crappy ass crown that cost about $200 that Russ McCullough tried to destroy. And then Jimmy Cornette made him pay for it. So I kept the money and then saved the crown that he broke. And then, of course, the one from the King of Memphis there over on the other side that I had 2 of them. I had a black one and that one. Well, I guess a midnight blue. It was so blue it looked black. And so I sold that one when I was getting ready to have weight loss surgery, and I kept the red one. I don't think I could ever part with the red one for any price. The blue one went for $800. If you don't mind us saying, what is the most you've spent for one of your belts, and what's the least you've spent?
I don't want to say the most I've spent on a belt, but it was big gold.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The second most I've spent on a belt was, I guess it was the 10 pounds of silver. So the belt I bought yesterday, that was the second most I've spent. The third most is the WCW World title.
Right.
Flair and Vader and Ron Simmons held. And I guess fourth most is the Smoking Skull.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good belt to have.
And I guess the cheapest that's back there, let me think about that. of my ring used belts. What was the cheapest? Oh, I've got a TNA world title that I didn't have to give an arm and a leg for, which is kind of
okay. The quite an impressive list there. I see it's so dark back there on my screen, and of course we're all at 1/3 the size of the normal screen. I can't really see the belts that good, but I love the display, man. That looks impressive. That's better than how Cornette has his done. Well, have you seen Cornette's display?
I have, but just online. I haven't seen it in person, but
right.
I just got all of these cabinets. This is a room that's right off of my garage next to the laundry room. And it was just sort of when I bought the house in 2012, it was the only office and I had a built-in desk, but I made this like my kid's homework room.
Yeah.
And an office because I live on a mountain. So I wanted a view. And
I heard that you're on a beautiful mountain. I did hear that.
Thank you. So I wanted to be able to see the view. So I moved my office in there, but during the pandemic, now my wife Megan is working from home more and more. So we needed kind of 2 office spaces. So instead of me having a studio and an office, now it's all in here. So when I realized, hey, I'm going to be in here full time, well, let's order some furniture. Well, during the pandemic, you order stuff and you think it's going to be here in 4 weeks because they tell you that when they take your money. So I did that in June and the shit showed up in January. So,
oh my God.
So I just got all of this and I've had it, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. And so I've got a couple of lights that are out and I've ordered some more lights. And so there's casing and maintenance, but I hope by Mania it's done. Like I ordered a custom rug for in here and that's not here yet. So we're getting there, but it's been a process and it's fun. I spend so much time in here. Why not make it look cool? Right.
Well, yeah.